This video outlines how funds raised on GoFundMe will support the Historical Conservation Society's work to protect historic land. We are focusing on critical issues regarding the proposed industrial park development in the town of Babylon, which impacts pine lawn cemeteries and surrounding hamlets. Our organization plays a distinct and necessary role. While the Concerned Taxpayers Association is focusing on environmental impacts like traffic and pollution, the Historical Conservation Society is dedicated to protecting the burial site integrity and historical significance of the land itself. Together, these efforts ensure a complete picture of justice and preservation. There is a great deal of land at stake. We are looking at a roughly 110-acre forested parcel, currently owned by Pine Lawn Memorial Park, which is proposed for a major industrial development. This project involves 9 buildings and over 1.6 million square feet of floor space. We believe this land deserves more than just standard industrial consideration. We are deeply concerned by the use of the word blight in relation to our communities. History shows that such labels have often been used to justify the displacement of communities of color. We reject this narrative and are working to ensure the future of Wheatley Heights and Wyandanch remains in the hands of residents. Demographic data contradicts the blight label. Wheatley Heights and Wyandanch are stable communities, with Wheatley Heights being one of the top 3 high-income areas in the town of Babylon. Our point is that blight is not a neutral description. It is a political frame used to justify development. We want to ensure our community's true character is recognized and respected. Cemetery land is not ordinary real estate. Under New York law, a cemetery corporation cannot lease land without notice to and approval from the state's cemetery board. Donor funds will support the necessary legal and regulatory review to ensure this land is protected before any permanent alterations occur. Official application materials currently assume the burial site is limited to one small area in the southeast corner. However, we are concerned that Native American and African American burial history may exist beyond this mapped section. No comprehensive public ground-penetrating radar study has been shared with the community. Donations allow us to fund independent experts to conduct thorough ground-penetrating radar and archaeological reviews. Our process includes defining the survey area, conducting scans for subsurface anomalies, reconciling archival and church records, and issuing a report with recommended protections independent of any developer-controlled conclusions. The Unmarked Burial Site Protection Act provides a vital process for discovery and review. HCS advocates for proactive measures. We do not want to wait for damage to happen. Our goal is to seek protective action before any ground-disturbing activity reaches areas of historical importance. Precedents like the African Burial Ground in Manhattan and Seneca Village in Central Park demonstrate that burial sites and historic communities often remain invisible until development forces the truth to the surface. For the Greenlawn East site, we must remember, absence from a map is not proof of absence from history. This image highlights the history of communities displaced by development. It reminds us of the importance of protecting our own local history before it is lost. To view the YouTube story about Seneca Village that was shown at the July 30th meeting, please see the reference links page at the end of this presentation. You can also go directly to YouTube and search for the video by its title, Radar Entered the Black-Owned Town Buried Under Central Park. As a not-for-profit cemetery corporation, Pine Lawn's activities warrant public trust. We are asking critical questions about lease terms, related party disclosures, and whether the community received meaningful notice. While we do not allege specific wrongdoing, the history of cemetery land leases, especially around the golf course that currently sits on Pine Lawn property, requires the transparency of independent review. Descendant research is key. We are documenting specific concerns, including reports that members of the Salem Church may be reinterred in areas separate from the initial cemetery designation. Our funds will support genealogy, record reconciliation, and descendant outreach to build a defensible historical record. Burial grounds are not empty land. They are our collective history, church memory, and the resting places of veterans. Our research goal is to document and honor the individuals who may be missing from official records, building a defensible historical record before any land is graded or built over. Our ultimate goal is to achieve official historic recognition for this land. We are following a structured path, gathering evidence, establishing historical context, determining eligibility, preparing formal nominations for the state and national registers, and leveraging those statuses for robust regulatory protection. Official designation provides a vital layer of protection for the future. Finally, we are committed to full transparency regarding our GoFundMe usage. Funds will cover legal reviews, archaeological and GPR expertise, historical research, consultant support for historic designations, and community education. Our principle is simple. Every dollar must strengthen our preservation efforts, protect burial sites, or advance community accountability. We pledge complete transparency. We will keep these preservation funds strictly separate from other advocacy efforts. We will provide regular public updates, track all documented expenses, and ensure our resources are dedicated to historic land and burial site protection. To support these efforts, we are asking for your help. You can contribute by donating to fund our legal and historical research, sharing any family, church, or land records you may have, connecting us with descendants of those tied to the site, and staying involved by attending upcoming community and board meetings. Our work is grounded in extensive research utilizing state regulatory resources, planning commission reports, and historical archives. For those seeking more detailed information, we have compiled a list of the sources used to build this presentation, including planning reports, state guidelines, and historical records. This deck reflects our commitment to evidence-based preservation. To help us continue this work, please consider supporting our GoFundMe campaign. Every contribution helps us defend our community, conduct essential research, and ensure our local history is protected. Scan the code on your screen or visit our website to make a contribution. Every donation helps us protect our community's history and protect the landscape from being changed forever. Thank you for helping us protect the history and dignity of the Wheatley Heights and Wyandanch Hamlet.